Hey guys, I just wanted to show you one last video here. We've talked about our friend Kyle. I won't say his last name, but our friend Kyle, who's made a lot of money in daily fantasy sports in the past. I didn't want to put this on YouTube. I don't want to throw his name out there, but he sent me an email, and this was from a couple weeks back now. At this point, I need to reach back out and see how he's doing. But he made $30,000 on DraftKings the first week where sports was canceled. Basically, what happened was he had designed a model, an economic model that was winning in daily fantasy sports for like League of Legends and other esports. And what happened was when the sports got canceled, when they canceled professional basketball and everything, people who would normally go play NBA DFS games didn't have an outlet, and so they started going over and playing esports instead. And you can imagine there's some bad players there. So he made an absolute killing. And so here is some of his results in the past. And this is just from 1 week of winning. There's for one of his trophies, so to speak, that they sent him for winning $10,000 in one contest here. But I wanted to show you this for a couple of reasons. One, because it's really interesting that he won this much money. And he did this with what would have been his senior capstone paper for senior seminar, but he decided not to share his model because it was doing so well. But I wanted to show this to you because this is exactly what we talked about in class. He's doing a GPP, or tournament style game. If you recall, the payouts are relatively small. They're only paying out a small proportion here, which is represented by the green. And as we talked about in class, the goal is to create a lot of variance. It's not about building a good lineup on average. It's about building a potential winner. And so you can see he's entered a bunch of contests. Each of these little balls represents an entry that he made. And you'll see that he has some terrible performers and an incredibly wide array of performers here in general. But he's a very sophisticated player. And the bottom line is he's trying to create variance on purpose for the potential to generate a big win, and indeed he did. So he made over $30,000 in that first week that sports was halted in the United States. Really unbelievable.